Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Glenn Rollins, and I am an Emerald 9-star distributor from Austin, Texas. So I'm here to share my story with you today. So Avocare found me. It was exactly 4 years and 2 months ago, and I was a broke, tired, poor college student. I barely had $100 to my name. I wasn't looking for this opportunity, and actually, the guy that approached me, I told him no about 20 times. I told him I didn't want to get involved in one of those things. I just wasn't interested. Plus, I didn't have time. I worked all day long as a personal trainer at my university, and I had grad school, and then I had to try to find time to study in the middle. But I tell people basically I was a professional college student. The typical college boy jumping from degree to degree, had about $50,000 in student loan debt. And I was a 32-year-old man, barely had $100 in my name, and I needed a change. I had no energy. I was drinking about 3 monsters a day. I couldn't sleep. I was on a lot of sleeping medication. So one guy, he approached me, came to the gym about 20 times. I kept turning him down, cornered me in the corner, finally gave me a spark. I drank the spark, and it was the first time in about 7 years that I'd gotten energy. I was doing those monsters for that long. I agreed to sit down with him and his sponsor. I had my arms crossed. I wasn't interested, but then she shared with me that she had gotten laid off her athletic training job after dropping 56 pounds with Avocare. She decided to start pursuing the business because her family needed the income. And within a year and a half, she's earning around $80,000 a year in Avocare, part-time from home, and that's exactly what I needed. So I asked her, I was like, what do I have to do to earn that kind of income? And she said, number one, you have to get on products. You can't sell anything if you can't talk about it. So I got on products. I ended up putting on 25 pounds of muscle, dropping 5% body fat. And then also, I got on Avocare Sleep Works, which got me off all my sleeping medications. I had tendonitis in my elbow that hurt so bad I couldn't brush my teeth. I got on the joint stuff within 3 weeks. For the first time ever, I could move my arm around pain-free. The spark got me off the monsters. So I felt amazing. But then she said, number two, think in your life, whose life can you change? Not who can you sell to. So the first person I thought of was my mom. I got her on products, and at 56, she dropped 15 pounds in 24 days and then 50 pounds over her first 5 months. My 7-year-old grandma dropped 13 pounds, and a few other friends and family members. So that first 2-week paycheck, without even knowing what I was doing, I made $236, and so I felt a little momentum, and I saw the products work. And so I was like, okay, what else do I have to do? I don't have time. And she said, just make sure you introduce people to me. She lived in Alabama, so I'd put her on 3-way phone calls. Just started doing 3-way chats on Facebook. When I was busy in class, so she'd be able to take care of them while I was in class. And then, while I was driving to school, I'd have 30 minutes, so I'd always do 1 or 2 phone calls on my way to school and my way home. I was desperate. I was trying to live, tired of living like that. But at first, I had to deal with people. I call him Broke Uncle Bob, the person with no money that has all the answers. So they were discouraging me, and I was competitive, and so that made me talk to even more people. So I actually messaged all 700 friends I had on Facebook, called my whole phone list, had millions of no's. Everybody told me no, but a lot of people told me yes. Within 5 months, I was earning $3,000 a month. 10 months, I was earning $6,000 a month, and actually retired from school and worked to do Avocare full time. In the process, I won an all expenses paid trip to Hawaii. I actually just got to see the Northern Lights in Iceland. And then I'm actually on track to earn the Peter Island trip to the British Virgin Islands, which Avocare is going to be paying for. But last month, I just hit a level called 9-star Emerald. I made $18,500, which is crazy because that's the same amount of income that I would earn all year as a personal trainer while I was going to school. So I'm a believer, and you just think in your heart, whose life can you change, and just start helping as many people, and you get the right mindset, then you're gonna kill this thing. So I just want to share with my second year in the business. Life happened, which life is gonna happen to you. Your business might crash. I hit a 6-star Ruby level. I was doing really good, and then life got in the way. I started to go through a divorce, and my overrides dropped from 1,200 down to 500, and I just knew Avocare was the way. I was playing way too much basketball. I was playing 3 days a week, and I was thinking about myself too much and not putting my team first. So what I did is instead of playing basketball 3 days a week, which is what I enjoy and what I love to do, I cut it down to 1 day a week. I love watching the San Antonio Spurs play, so I wanted to get on the front row instead of watching on TV. So I cut all the things I enjoyed for just a little bit. But then I started getting in the household of my advisors. Instead of telling them what to do over the phone, I would get in their house and build relationships. So if I can teach you one thing, it's get in the household of your distributors and build relationships with them. Relationships is what's going to get, people want to do business with friends. So I cut out a couple things. If you're golfing, if you're watching a lot of TV or whatever it is, cut some of that, build your business so you can live a life of freedom. So that's what I did. So also I want to talk a little bit about Success School because that's what changed my business. When I went to my first National Success School, I was averaging about $1,000 a month, and I thought Avocare was about selling, and I just didn't have the vision. I got there and I brought some people with me. My income jumped from $1,000 a month to $6,000 a month in 6 months because I got people to Success School. So I'm here to tell you that 90% of all income paid out to distributors of those who go to Success School every 6 months. So if you're not thinking about going to Success School, I highly encourage you to reevaluate your business. I've had people say, hey, I'm just going to wait till next year. We all know that next year never comes. So I encourage you to get to Success School. If you don't have a room and you think it's going to be too expensive, us as leaders can put you in our rooms. We have extra rooms. I don't mind sleeping on the floor, and I know your leader wouldn't mind it either. Carpool, if you have some people from your area, split the gas money. If it costs you $100 or $200, think about it. I took a chance when I was earning $1,000 a month. I didn't know why I needed to get there, and my mentor just said get there. 5 months later, I was earning $6,000 a month. So it really just takes a decision. I encourage you, and think about this. Each leg of business that you have, try to get at least 3 team members to Success School in each leg. So that will become a star leg for you. If you have 3 team members, get 3 people in each leg, on average, that can help you get to 3-star gold. So I encourage you to start planning ahead now. Buy your ticket now, get your hotel now. They're selling out, and get with your leader. So I hope my story inspired you guys a little bit, and just know that it was a process, but if you guys just stay consistent, you guys can live the life of your dreams as well and get as many people to Success School as you can. I love you guys. Have a good night.